Is this thing wrong?
I wish we all could just love one another. My sister and my brother. No matter what my religion is or my color scheme. I wish we all could just love one another. My sister and my brother. Where it don't matter who my lover is or where my mother lives.
What's good, everybody? It's your girl Aaliyah Nicole, aka the CEO, aka Slick Nick, best known as your baby mama's girl crush. Alright, so I'm back. I'm still struggling a little bit because the camera that I'm using is not necessarily my vlogging camera. I gotta send out my vlogging camera, and it's actually what I'm going to work on today. I've been really behind, had a busy weekend, so I'm gonna get everything squared away. Hopefully I can get that sent off tomorrow. No problem. I said all of that to say regarding my camera, I hope y'all can see me. I hope the focus is clear because I can't see myself. So hopefully y'all can see me and there's no problem. Today I'm really just kind of just chilling. Working on this little comedy skit that I'm going to post on social media, and probably work on some music today. Like I haven't been like producing and writing in a little while. It's been like a few weeks. So I'm kind of ready to get back to that. And I don't know, maybe I'll like show y'all something. I don't know. It depends on how I feel. It would be easier with my other camera. So maybe I'll wait on stuff like that until I get my other camera. But I just wanted to check in with you guys. I don't really even know what I want to talk about. I know the Oscars happened this past weekend. I didn't watch it. I just didn't watch it. If I wanted to watch it, I could have, but I didn't feel like leaving my house to watch it. But the Oscars happened this weekend, and although I didn't watch it, of course, Billy Porter led in the headlines from what I've seen. Of course, Spike Lee got his first Oscar, well overdue. That's why I have this thing with the Oscars. Regina King just got her first Oscar, well overdue. Angela Bassett still needs one, well overdue. Well, that's another story. I ain't about to get into that. I really want to talk about Billy Porter. Billy Porter basically stole headlines this weekend because he came out with a tuxedo dress on. And or Tuxedo-Gown, I don't know the proper term for it. Whatever it was, my man slayed. Of course, everybody didn't think that. Everybody had a lot of things to say. And I'm kind of just over all of that. Like, I'm going to say it like this. First of all, I didn't even know Billy Porter. Like, I knew his face, but I didn't really know of him. I haven't really seen his work yet. Everybody keep telling me to watch Pose and stuff like that. And I haven't got a chance to check it out yet. I've been wanting to. So he gained me as a supporter because he just walked out there unapologetically, and I just love people that just walk in their truth and don't give a fuck about what people gotta say. Like, I just love it. I'm gonna tell you one thing. Remember, you notice how I said I didn't even know Billy Porter by name, and I know him by name now. My man's about to check a bag, and he's about to check a bag simply for being himself. You know what I mean? Like, if you check his history, first of all, you know he's gay. You know he's not like a macho gay. He's more of a flamboyant gay. He's always fabulous. Like why is it such a big deal? My man's 49 years old. He's also my birthday twin. He'll be 50 this year. Like, do you think he give a damn about what y'all gotta say? That's a grown-ass man, like, period. And you know, what really upsets me when it comes to the situation is when people talk about toxic masculinity. First of all, masculinity, femininity, all of that shit was created to separate things, to bring clarity to things and that sort. We're living in a time now where a lot of people don't conform to the gender roles that people said we were supposed to conform to. And I love that shit. Like, who are you to tell somebody how they should express themselves? Like, who are you? You're nobody. You know what I mean? Like, I just feel like when it comes to the Billy Porter situation, like, people are making it too big of a deal. Like, I seen a lot of like black men tripping out. And it's crazy because on my timeline, I saw mostly black men posting, talking about all the black women who are supporting this and stuff like that. But you're sharing it. Like, I just feel like if somebody makes you that uncomfortable by how they express themselves, I'm starting to look at you differently. Because what are you struggling with? What is making this so hard for you to not even necessarily accept, but just bypass it? Why do you have to stop on this? Why does this matter to you? What he's doing is not ruining anything. Gay people exist just like heterosexual people exist, just like trans people exist. Queer people exist. And the crazy part about it is they've always existed. The only problem is now that people are walking in their truth. People are accepting who they are. And that is like the most fantastic thing to me. But people are finding a lot of issues with it. And I don't get it. But I just wanted to touch on this because I find it so ironic that the majority of the people that have a problem with this are people who are oppressed themselves. Like, I find that a lot of things that the oppressors have said about us in terms of black people are kind of doing it to other oppressed group of people. Black gays, for example. Like, Billy Porter is not the target for black women in terms of dating wise. He's gay. And how are you going to be mad at black women for supporting a gay man? He's gay. Whether they support him or not, it's not going to stop him from being gay. And then, you know what? Another thing that kills me is this real man thing. Like, who are you to determine what a real man is? So just because he's not the macho man that you're used to seeing, that makes him less of a man. Like, he's still a grown man. Like, he's still a man. You know what I mean? Like, and if he wasn't a man, he would identify himself as a trans woman. Obviously, he's not a trans woman. He's a fabulous gay man, and what's wrong with that? It's just like, y'all kill me with the stuff that y'all say. Like, my man's about to check a real bag now because just for being himself, he got everybody riled up. You know what I mean? And I love it. I love that shit, man. Like, I love it. I just feel like the problem that we have as a society is we try to throw our own beliefs of something onto somebody else. Everybody don't believe what you believe. Because everybody doesn't believe what you believe, that makes this a country, that makes this the world. Like, this is how we move about things. Like, everybody is not gonna agree about everything, you know what I mean? But why do we have to always lead with hatred and judgment? You know, I wish we could lead more with love and acceptance, you know, because if we lead with love and acceptance versus hatred and judgment, this world will already be a much better place, you know. But we let hatred, we let judgment take over everything. And that's why y'all always mad. Like, y'all always mad about something. Like, now, don't get me wrong, in the conscious aspect, you know, it's easy to anger when you see the struggles of oppression and things like that. But it kills me when the oppressed become oppressors. Like, y'all don't even make sense. Like, y'all gotta do better. Y'all gotta do better. I wish we could have a mindset more like Billy Porter. I wish we could have a mindset to where no matter what, I don't give a fuck what people gotta say. I'm still gonna live my life. I'm still gonna do me. I'm not gonna worry about other people. If you start worrying about other people and you just decide to live your life, everything that doesn't affect you wouldn't matter. You know, I just don't understand why people are so concerned by things that doesn't even directly affect them. Like, and then this idea of toxic masculinity. Like, y'all the ones who toxic because y'all think everybody's supposed to be the same. Y'all think masculinity is only defined one way. Y'all think to be a man is only defined by one way. Y'all toxic. Y'all the toxic ones. You know, yeah, crazy. Y'all crazy, man. And then, like, another thing that works me is people want to talk about the gay agenda. There's a gay agenda going on. First of all, if there is a gay agenda, I'm for it. Because if we really think about it, there once was what could be considered a black agenda back in the 60s and the 70s, where we saw a lot of our own TV shows being produced, a lot of our own stories being told. We were starting to be represented more on television screens. People could call that a black agenda. To me, what it looks like is a form of inclusion. So if agenda is a synonym for inclusion, then I'm for it. Because if there was a black agenda, well, look, we everywhere on the TV now. So if there's a gay agenda now going on, and I'm all for it because there's more people I'm starting to see on the screen that I can identify with, that I can connect with. Imagine seeing somebody that you can connect with as a young girl or a young boy, and it starts to make more sense to you. So if there's a gay agenda, so be it. If there's a gay agenda, I hope it's an Asian agenda. I hope it's a trans agenda. I hope it's a Middle Eastern agenda, because minorities all deserve to see more representation of themselves in the media. We're not all one type of person. We're all different kinds of people. Therefore, we need different types of images in the media. If it's not for you, then run along, bypass it. But don't act like just because it's not for you that it's not necessary and it's not needed. Because there are a variety of different kind of people on this planet who deserves to be represented as well. And that's just how I feel about it. I had to talk about Billy Porter, who I found out is my birthday twin. Shout out to Billy for not being afraid to step on people's toes, for not being afraid to be on either side of a conversation, whether it's good or bad. Like, shout out to my guy for walking in his truth and doing his own thing. Like, I love it. And shout out to anybody that is not concerned with conforming, but more concerned just about being themselves. So, it's all love for me. I don't really have nothing else to say. I just wanted to check in with you guys. I think I'm going to mess around with some music. I don't know. There's a lot going on with me. I'm a little bit all over the place right now, but I did wanted to just touch bases with you. Feel free to check in. Let me know what y'all thought about Billy Porter's Tuxedo-Gown, Tuxedo-Dress, whatever it's called. Let me know what you think about it. If you like what you heard, do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be back for more. I just wanted to say, hey, it's all love from me. I hope it's love from you. I'm going to catch y'all next time.